How much time have you wasted today? Think about it. How many minutes have slipped through your fingers without you even realizing it? Maybe you checked your phone for the 10th time scrolling through endless posts that don't matter. Maybe you've been stuck in your head worried about things that aren't even happening yet. The clock is ticking, but what are you actually doing with your time? We all do it. We waste time without thinking about it, without noticing how fast it slips away. We waste time on things that don't bring us closer to who we want to be or where we want to go. And then, before we know it, we look back and feel regret. I could have done more. I should have started earlier. You know the feeling. But here's the hard truth. Every second you waste is one you can never get back. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It just keeps moving forward, leaving you behind if you're not careful. But you have a choice. You don't have to keep wasting your precious time. You don't have to keep letting distractions, fears, and doubts control you. Right now, in this moment, you can decide to change. You can decide to stop wasting your time and start using it to build the life you've always dreamed of. That's the power you hold, the ability to choose how you spend your time. The question is, will you keep letting it slip away or will you start living intentionally? It's not easy. We've all been conditioned to distract ourselves, to turn our phones, to escape into meaningless entertainment, to avoid the hard work of building something real. But this way of living is only taking you further from your true potential. Every time you put something off, every time you check out instead of focusing, you're pushing your dreams further away. You're delaying the success that you know is possible, but only if you commit, only if you take control of your time. Imagine what you could achieve if you stop wasting so much of it. Think about the goals you could reach, the skills you could master, the person you could become. Your potential is limitless, but it's up to you to unlock it. You have everything you need right now to start. All it takes is one decision to stop wasting your time and start using it for what really matters. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start. The most successful people didn't wait for the right moment to begin. They understood the power of time and they used it wisely. They knew that every minute was an opportunity to move closer to their dreams. You can do that too. You can start today, right now. You can take the small steps that will add up to something huge, but only if you decide that your time is worth more than distractions. Don't let another day pass by where you look back and wish you'd done more. Don't let time slip away from you any longer. You have the power to change your life, but it starts with how you spend your time. Focus on yourself. Make the decision to stop wasting your time, and everything else will begin to fall into place. Your future self will thank you for it. You just have to take the first step, and that first step starts now. You spend enough time letting life happen to you. You spend enough time reacting to what others want, to what others think is important, and to things that won't help you grow. It's time to flip the script. It's time to start living with purpose, with intention. If you don't take control of your time now, you'll keep feeling lost, unfulfilled, like you're stuck in a cycle of running in place. But you don't have to stay there. You don't have to keep giving your energy away to things that leave you empty. You can choose to focus on yourself. And when you do, everything shifts. Focus is a superpower, and you already have it inside you. It's not about being busy. It's about being intentional. The world is full of noise, full of distractions that try to pull you away from what matters. But when you decide to focus on yourself, you cut through that noise. You stop allowing other people's opinions and expectations to dictate your life. You start to protect your time, your energy, and your peace. You become the creator of your own story instead of a passenger in someone else's. Think about the things you've always wanted to do, the dreams you've put on the back burner because you've been too distracted. What if you stopped letting the noise drown out your desires? What if you focused all that energy on making those dreams a reality? Imagine how different your life could be if you stopped waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. The perfect time doesn't exist. All you have is now. All you have is this moment, and this moment can change everything if you choose to focus on what truly matters. When you focus on yourself, you begin to align your actions with your deepest values. You stop giving your time to things that don't serve you. Instead, you start making conscious choices about what you want your life to look like. You begin to see what's important, and you start building your life around that. Every decision you make starts to move you closer to the life you always wanted. You stop letting external forces control you, and instead you take back the power that's always been yours. But this requires discipline. It requires commitment. The distractions aren't going away. And the easy path is always there, tempting you to slip back into old habits. But if you can stay focused, even when it's hard, you'll begin to see the results. Every time you say no to a distraction, you say yes to your future. Every time you put down your phone, stop procrastinating, and take action toward your goals, you move closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. That's the power of focus. That's how you build momentum. You already know what it feels like to be drained by distractions. You know what it feels like to let the day slip by and wonder where all your time went. But you also know what it feels like to accomplish something real, that feeling of satisfaction when you've put in the work and move one step closer to your goals. That's what focus gives you. It gives you progress. It gives you growth. And with every small victory, you build the confidence to keep going. Don't let the fear of missing out or the desire for immediate gratification pull you off track. What you're building with your time right now is far more valuable than the fleeting pleasures of distraction. You don't need to entertain yourself into oblivion. You don't need to fill your life with noise and empty connections. What you need is purpose. What you need is focus. And when you focus on yourself, you step into your highest potential. So what are you waiting for? You have everything you need inside of you. The only thing standing between you and your best life is your willingness to take action. It's time to stop letting time slip away. It's time to start using every second with intention, with focus, with purpose. The life you want is already within reach. All you have to do is reach out and take it. Focus on yourself and everything will fall into place. You've got this. Every time you give in to distractions, you're telling yourself that you don't deserve more. Every time you ignore your dreams, every time you let fear or doubt take over, you're letting your potential slip through your fingers. You have everything you need to change your life, but it all starts with making the decision to focus on what truly matters, you. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of everyday life, to feel overwhelmed by the demands of the world around you. But when you choose to take control, to focus on your own growth, you reclaim your power. You've been conditioned to think that if you're not constantly busy, you're falling behind. But that's a lie. Busyness does not equal productivity. You can be busy all day, checking off a list of tasks. But if those tasks don't bring you closer to your goals, they are just distractions. They are time thieves. And when you fill your life with distractions, you rob yourself of the chance to build something meaningful. The truth is, real growth happens when you focus on what truly matters to you, not when you were constantly chasing the next thing, the next distraction, the next moment of comfort. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by reacting to life's distractions. They didn't get there by spending their time on things that didn't serve them. They got there because they made the conscious decision to focus on their own development. They invested their time in becoming the best versions of themselves, and that investment paid off. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about knowing where to place your energy, your thoughts, and your actions. Think about the goals you've been putting off, the ones that always seem to get pushed to the back burner because you're too busy with other things. What if you stop letting those goals slip away? What if you dedicated time each day, even just a few minutes, to working on what you really want? The small actions you take today will lead to the big results you dream of tomorrow. You don't have to do everything all at once. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do need to start. You need to make the decision right now to stop wasting time and start making progress. It won't always be easy. There will be days when the distractions seem louder than ever, when the temptation to procrastinate feels overwhelming, but you have to push through. You have to remind yourself that every second counts. Every moment is a chance to move closer to your dreams. When you stop letting the noise distract you, you start to hear the voice inside that's been waiting for you to listen. That's your true purpose calling you. It's time to stop drowning it out with excuses and distractions. It's time to start focusing on what matters. The most powerful thing you can do for yourself is commit to your own growth. When you focus on yourself, you stop wasting time on things that don't serve you. You stop giving energy to things that don't align with your values. You take back your time, and in doing so, you take back your life. Your dreams are not out of reach. You have everything inside of you to make them happen. But it's up to you to stop letting time slip away. It's up to you to take action, to stay focused, and to build a life you've always wanted. You can do this. You have everything you need. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to focus, to take control of your time, and to commit to your own success. This is your time. Your future begins now, and it starts with focusing on what matters most, you. You may tell yourself that you're just one person, that your actions don't matter in the grand scheme of things, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Every choice you make, every minute you decide to invest in yourself ripples out into the world. The way you choose to focus today shapes your tomorrow. When you let distractions take over, you're not just wasting time, you're wasting your potential. Every time you put off the hard work, you delay your own growth. But when you decide to focus, to take your time back, you begin to build a future that will reward you in ways you can't yet imagine. Think about it. What if, instead of scrolling endlessly, you spent that time learning something new? What if, instead of binge watching yet another show, you use that time to work on a skill, a goal, or your health? What if every day you chose to put yourself first and made your dreams a priority? You might not see the results immediately, but over time, the growth you'll experience will be nothing short of extraordinary. The foundation you lay today will be the life you live tomorrow. And when you make the decision to invest in yourself, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. It's easy to get distracted by what's happening around you. People tell you how you should live, what you should do, and what you should want. But the truth is, nobody knows your potential better than you do. The world is full of noise, opinions, expectations, and pressures that try to steer you off course. But the only voice that matters is the one inside of you, the one that whispers, you are capable, you are worthy of success. Your time is valuable. When you listen to that voice, when you make the choice to focus on yourself, you begin to tune out the noise. You stop seeking validation from others and you start creating your own path. And that's when you begin to realize the power you have. Your time is precious, and how you use it will determine the course of your life. Every minute you spend on something that doesn't bring you closer to your goals is a minute you'll never get back. But here's the good news. It's not too late to make a change. The moment you decide to take control of your time is the moment everything shifts. It might be difficult at first. You might face resistance, both from the world and from within yourself. But the more you practice focusing on what truly matters, the easier it becomes. And with each step, you move closer to the version of yourself you've always wanted to be. Think about how you'll feel when you stop wasting time and start building your dreams. Imagine the pride, the sense of fulfillment, the joy that will fill your heart when you look back and see how far you've come. You'll realize that every moment you spent focused, every second you chose to invest in yourself was worth it. The power to change your life is within you, and it begins the moment you decide to stop wasting time. It's time to focus. It's time to act. Your future is waiting for you to take control, and you are more than capable of creating it. You have everything you need to succeed. Your strength, your determination, and your drive are already within you. All that's left is for you to focus on yourself, to prioritize what truly matters, and to start taking action. Every small step you take today will compound into something massive. Your future self will thank you for the decision you make right now. The time to act is now. Take it. Focus on yourself. The rest will follow. You've been told your whole life that time is precious, but now it's time to truly understand why. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can be found, but time, once it's gone forever. Every moment you waste is one you'll never retrieve. And that's why focusing on yourself is not just important, it's essential. Your dreams are not going to wait for you. Life doesn't hit pause while you figure things out. It moves forward, and the longer you wait, the further behind you fall. This isn't a warning. It's a call to action. The urgency of time is something you cannot ignore. The world isn't going to stop and wait for you to catch up. It's moving forward, and you either move with it or get left behind. But here's the thing. You have the power to catch up, to get ahead, to make the most of every single moment. All it takes is focus. All it takes is the willingness to stop letting distractions and excuses dictate your life. When you start focusing on yourself, when you start using your time wisely, you'll realize just how much you can accomplish. And that realization will change everything. How often have you told yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll start next week? How many times have you pushed your dreams aside because the timing didn't feel right, or you didn't think you were ready? The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything aligns perfectly. The only time that matters is now. The only moment you have is this one. And what you do with this moment will determine everything that comes next. It's easy to stay stuck in the comfort of procrastination, to let fear hold you back from stepping into your full potential. But that comfort is an illusion. The real discomfort is staying stagnant, letting your potential waste away. You were made for more. You were made to accomplish greatness, but that greatness doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing, from focusing, from taking the small steps today that will lead to the massive results you want tomorrow. You have everything you need right now to begin. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You have all the tools inside of you to take the first step. And once you do, you'll begin to realize just how powerful you are. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Every time you say no to distraction, you're saying yes to your future. Every time you push through the discomfort and stay focused, you're building momentum. That momentum will carry you forward even when things get tough. And the more you focus on yourself, the more you'll realize that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. The greatest regret anyone has is not the things they did, but the things they didn't do, the opportunities they didn't take, the moments they didn't seize. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your life be filled with what ifs. What if you had started today? What if you had taken that first step? What if you had stopped wasting time? Your future self is waiting for you to make that choice. Your future self is counting on you to take control of your time, to focus on your dreams, and to start living with purpose. The time is now. Don't wait any longer. Focus on yourself, because you are worth it. Your dreams are worth it, and your future is waiting for you to claim it. Every second you hesitate, you are pushing your dreams further away. Every moment of indecision, every time you choose comfort over action, you are telling yourself that your potential isn't worth fighting for. But deep inside, you know that's not true. You know you have something powerful inside you, something that is just waiting to be unleashed. But that can only happen when you stop letting fear, doubt, and distraction steal your time. The most important decision you will ever make is the decision to focus on yourself. It's the moment when you stop letting life dictate your choices and start taking control of your own destiny. The truth is, nobody is going to hand you success. No one is going to give you the life you want. If you want to achieve something great, you have to go out and claim it. You have to show up every single day, even when it's hard, and put in the work. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about showing up with purpose, staying focused on what matters, and putting in the time to make it happen. Every day that you stay focused on your goals, no matter how small the steps, you are getting closer to the person you are meant to be. But the world is full of distractions. It's full of things that seem important, but they aren't. Social media, TV, mindless scrolling, they pull you away from your dreams, making you feel like you're doing something when you're actually doing nothing. The truth is, if you're not moving towards your goals, you're moving away from them. There is no neutral. Every minute spent on something that doesn't serve you is a minute that you'll never get back. And the more you let those minutes slip away, the harder it becomes to take action, the harder it becomes to change. But here's what happens when you decide to take control. When you choose to focus on yourself, the distractions start to fade. You begin to see things clearly. You begin to recognize what truly matters, what is worth your time and energy. And as you start eliminating the unnecessary, you begin to make room for what's important. You make room for the life you want. Every choice becomes easier because you are no longer distracted by the noise. Your time becomes your most valuable resource, and you learn to use it wisely. It's not going to happen overnight. Change takes time. But every step you take today brings you closer to your goals. Every minute you invest in your growth is an investment in your future. You'll find that once you start focusing on what truly matters, it becomes easier to say no to the things that don't. And with that focus, your momentum will grow. The more you stay focused, the more you begin to see the results. Progress becomes its own reward, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish when you stop wasting time. You have the power to change your life. The only thing standing in your way is how you choose to spend your time. Don't let another day go by where you look back with regret. Don't let your dreams be something you wish for but never act on. The time to focus is now. The time to stop wasting your life is now. Start taking control. Start putting your energy into what truly matters, and watch as everything begins to shift. You can create the life you've always wanted. All it takes is the decision to focus. There's a power inside you that has yet to be fully realized. It's there, just beneath the surface, waiting for you to acknowledge it. but it won't reveal itself until you start taking your time seriously. Every moment you spend allowing distractions to take over, you're blocking that power from coming to life. You felt it, the frustration of knowing you're capable of so much more, yet somehow falling short. But that feeling doesn't have to be your reality anymore. You don't have to stay stuck. You can take back your time, your energy, your focus, and in doing so, you'll unlock the potential that's been quietly waiting for you. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of feeling busy without being productive, of moving through your days without truly advancing toward your goals. We've all been there, spending hours on things that don't matter, filling our time with tasks that at the end of the day leave us feeling unaccomplished and drained. But that cycle doesn't have to define you. You can choose today to break free. You can choose to focus, to channel your energy toward what truly matters, and watch as the small actions you take add up to extraordinary results. The simple truth is this: when you focus, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. The distractions that once seemed so urgent lose their power over you. And instead of feeling overwhelmed by the weight of the world, you feel empowered to tackle whatever comes your way. It all comes down to how you choose to spend your time. Every minute you devote to building your future, to working on your goals, to investing in yourself, is a minute that brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The most successful people didn't get to where they are by being constantly busy or distracted. They got there because they were intentional with their time. They made choices every day to focus on what would move them forward. They didn't wait for the perfect moment because they understood that perfection doesn't exist. What they did was show up every single day. They worked when they didn't feel like it. They pushed through the doubts and fears. And every time they chose to focus, they made progress. That's the difference. The people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid struggle. They're the ones who focus through it. If you want to reach your highest potential, you have to stop letting distractions take control of your life. Stop letting your fear of failure, your need for approval, or your desire for comfort hold you back. The time is now to take control. Every time you make the conscious decision to focus on what's important, you're telling yourself that your dreams are worth it. You're telling yourself that you matter, that your future matters. And with each decision, with each action, you get closer to the person you're meant to be. It won't always be easy. There will be days when the temptation to slip back into old habits is strong. There will be moments when you feel tired, overwhelmed, or unsure. But this is the key: you don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel motivated all the time. What matters is that you show up. What matters is that you keep your eyes fixed on your goals, even when the road is hard. And over time, you'll find that the challenges you once feared are no longer as daunting. As you build the habit of focusing on what matters, your confidence will grow, and with it, your ability to take on anything life throws your way. Don't wait for the right time, because it will never come. The right time is now. Your future self is waiting for you to make the decision to focus, to stop wasting time, and to start living with purpose. The power to change your life is already within you. All you have to do is take action. Stop letting distractions hold you back. Focus on what truly matters, and you'll begin to see your dreams unfold in ways you never imagined possible. You have everything you need to succeed. All that's left is for you to believe it and make it happen. Imagine the life you could have if you stopped allowing distractions to steal your time. Picture yourself waking up each day with purpose, knowing exactly what you need to do and how to get there. The clarity, the focus, the energy you would feel, it would be the foundation of everything you've ever wanted. But right now, that life feels distant because you've been letting time slip through your fingers. You've been putting your goals off, waiting for the right time, when the reality is that time will never be right. The time to start is now. Your future depends on what you do today. The truth is, there are no more excuses. You can no longer afford to wait for everything to fall into place. You can't afford to wait for perfect circumstances or to feel fully ready. There will always be challenges. There will always be obstacles, but those are the very things that will make you stronger. If you keep waiting for everything to be just right, you'll never move. Progress doesn't come from waiting. It comes from acting even when you feel uncertain, acting when it feels uncomfortable, acting when the path ahead seems unclear. That's how you grow. That's how you succeed. Every single day is an opportunity. Every moment is a chance to take one step closer to your goals. But each moment you let slip by, you lose that chance. You lose the momentum that could have moved you forward. And as the days pass, you look back and realize you've wasted time that you can never get back. That regret, that feeling of knowing you could have done more can be a constant companion if you let it. But it doesn't have to be. You can choose to stop that cycle today. You can choose to take control, to take ownership of your time and your life. This is where everything changes. The moment you decide to stop letting your fears and distractions control you, that's when your life shifts. It's not about making giant leaps. It's about small, consistent actions that compound over time. It's about building the habit of focus. It's about waking up each day with the intention to move forward, no matter how small the step. That's what builds momentum. That's what leads to success. But it all starts with the decision to take that first step, to say no to distractions and to focus on yourself. The distractions will never fully go away. They will always be there. People, social media, the demands of life. But when you make the decision to prioritize your goals, when you choose to focus on the things that matter, you begin to see these distractions for what they really are. Obstacles standing between you and your dreams. And you have the power to remove them. You have the power to shut them out, to make space for what truly matters. And yes, it will feel challenging at first. It will feel uncomfortable to say no to the things that have filled your time for so long. But what's harder? The temporary discomfort of staying focused or the lasting regret of looking back and realizing you didn't give it your all? The choice is clear. You don't want to be the person who looks back and says, what if I had started sooner? You want to be the person who says, I gave it everything. I didn't waste my time. I focused on what mattered. And I created the life I always dreamed of. You have everything you need to succeed. You have the power to shape your future, to create the life you've always wanted. It's not about waiting for something outside of you to change. It's about changing yourself from within. It's about taking control of your time, your focus, and your actions. The time to act is now. Stop wasting another moment. Focus on what matters. Start taking the small steps today that will lead to the big results tomorrow. This is your life. This is your future. Make it happen. The reality is, every day you delay is a day you could have spent building the life you want. Every hour spent in indecision or distraction is an hour you can't get back. But here's the powerful truth. You still have time. You still have the ability to change the course of your life right now. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that you've missed your shot, that the window is closed, but that's just another lie you've allowed to hold you back. The truth is, the moment you decide to focus on yourself, to prioritize your time and energy, you start to reclaim control over your destiny. The best part, it's never too late to begin. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need is the commitment to act. Every small effort you make today builds on tomorrow. Every minute spent working toward your goal compounds and brings you closer to the future you desire. The progress won't always be visible in the moment, but trust me, it's happening. Every decision to stay focused, every moment you choose to ignore the distractions and pour yourself into your purpose shifts your reality. This is how transformation happens. Don't let the fear of failure paralyze you. Don't let the fear of imperfection stop you from starting. The reality is the people who succeed aren't the ones who are always perfect. They are the ones who are willing to keep going even when things aren't perfect. They don't stop because it gets hard. They don't stop because they don't have all the answers. They keep moving forward, one step at a time, and that's what makes them successful. The difference between those who make their dreams a reality and those who don't is this. The ones who succeed refuse to let their time be wasted. They refuse to let fear, doubt, and distractions hold them back. They understand that time is their most precious resource and they guard it fiercely. You have that same power within you. You can choose today to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You can choose today to focus on yourself, on your goals, and on the life you want to create. The distractions will always be there. Life will always throw challenges your way. But when you decide to take control of your time, you become unstoppable. When you stop letting outside forces dictate how you spend your moments, you take back your power. You take back your life. And that's when you start to see real progress. That's when you start to see the results of your focused effort. It's time to stop letting fear of the unknown hold you back. Fear will always be there, but it doesn't have to control you. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment because that moment will never come. The only moment that matters is now. The only time you have is right now. You can't change the past, but you can create the future you want by what you do today. Every action you take, every decision to stay focused brings you closer to the person you were meant to become. The power is in your hands. It always has been. So ask yourself this: what will your future look like if you continue wasting time? Will it be a life full of what ifs and regret, or will it be a life you're proud of? One where you took action, one where you focused on what truly mattered, one where you turned your dreams into reality. You have the ability to make that choice right now. Don't let another moment slip away. Focus on yourself. Focus on your dreams. Stop wasting time and start creating the life you deserve. The time to act is now. Don't wait. You are not stuck. You're simply choosing to stay where you are every time you tell yourself you can't do something or that you don't have enough time. You are choosing to stay in a place of comfort. Comfort that isn't serving you. Comfort that is keeping you from your true potential. Deep down, you know you're capable of more. You feel the pull of something greater inside you, but you're not moving toward it. Why? Because you've allowed your fears and distractions to become the rulers of your time. But the truth is, you have the power to change that right now. You have the power to take back control. And it starts with one decision, the decision to stop wasting your time. Time is the one thing you'll never get back. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how many things you own, or how many people surround you. Time, once gone, is gone forever. Every moment spent letting distractions rule you, every minute spent on things that don't move you closer to your dreams, is a minute you'll never recover. You can't change the past, but you can make a choice today to live differently, to take action, and to invest your time in what matters. Imagine for a moment how your life could look if you took every minute seriously, if you approached every task with focus and intention. How much further could you go? The small efforts you make today will compound into massive results over time. Each decision to say no to distractions, each commitment to show up and work toward your goals brings you closer to your ideal future. And while the journey won't always be easy, the reward will be worth every sacrifice. The person you become through that focus, through that commitment, will be the person who looks back with pride knowing they gave it everything. There's no magic formula for success. It doesn't come from waiting for the perfect time, the perfect idea, or the perfect opportunity. It comes from doing the work, showing up every single day, and refusing to waste a single minute. It comes from being relentless in your pursuit of your goals. The world is full of people who talk about what they want, but it's the people who act, who stay focused and determined, who make it happen. They don't waste time. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it with every action they take, no matter how small. You have that same ability inside of you. You have the ability to act, to move forward, even when the path is unclear, even when the future seems uncertain. You don't need to have everything figured out. What you need is the courage to move in the direction of your dreams, one step at a time. The key to unlocking your potential is simple. Focus on what matters, commit to your goals, and take action. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. You already have everything you need to succeed. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is how you choose to spend your time. It's all in your hands. The people who succeed don't have more time than you. They've simply learned how to make every moment count. They've learned how to turn every distraction into an opportunity to refocus. And once they begin, they don't stop. They keep going, even when the road gets tough, because they know that success isn't about the destination. It's about the relentless pursuit of progress, the daily commitment to not waste time. Your future is waiting for you. The person you've always wanted to become is waiting for you, but you can't wait any longer. Every moment you waste is a moment you can never get back. The time to act is now. Focus on what matters. Commit to your goals. Stop wasting time. And watch as everything begins to shift. You have the power to change your life. Now is your time. Right now, you are at a crossroads. The decisions you make today are shaping the person you will become. Every single moment that passes, you have the power to take control, to create the life you want. The question is, what are you choosing right now? Every distraction you give into, every moment you waste on things that don't serve your goals is a choice. You may not realize it, but every time you let your time slip away, you are saying that your future doesn't matter. that your dreams aren't worth it. But it doesn't have to be like this. You have the ability to flip that script, to change your choices, and to start taking control of your life. If you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or overwhelmed, it's because you've allowed your time to be taken away from you by things that don't move you closer to your goals. You've allowed your focus to be scattered, pulled in different directions, until all your energy is spent on tasks that, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter. But this doesn't have to be your reality. You don't have to keep giving your time away. You don't have to keep letting the world pull you in every direction. You can choose to take control. You can choose to focus on what matters. The moment you make that decision, everything changes. It won't be easy. The world is designed to pull you away from your purpose. Distractions will come, doubts will creep in, but each time you choose to ignore those distractions, to push through the discomfort, you become stronger. Every choice to focus on your goals, to ignore the noise, is a victory. And the more you win those small victories, the more unstoppable you become. You begin to build momentum. You start to see results. And those results fuel your belief in yourself, your belief that you can actually achieve the life you've always dreamed of. But it's not just about the big goals. It's about the small, everyday actions that make the difference. It's about waking up each day with purpose. It's about making the conscious decision to stay focused, even when it feels easier to procrastinate. It's about giving yourself permission to say no to things that drain your energy, to say no to distractions that keep you from your dreams. You don't need permission from anyone else. You don't need to wait for the right moment. The right moment is now. When you focus, when you prioritize what matters, you start to realize something incredible. You have more power than you think. You have the power to create the life you want. You have the power to make every minute count. You have the power to transform your future, one small decision at a time. The only thing standing in your way is how you choose to spend your time. Every choice you make either brings you closer to your dreams or keeps you stuck. It's that simple. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. The truth is, motivation comes from action. It comes from doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. The more you focus, the more motivated you become. The more you take control of your time, the more you will see progress. And as you see that progress, you'll feel empowered. You'll feel unstoppable. The time to act is now. Don't waste another moment. Take control of your time. Focus on what matters. Start making those small decisions today and watch how they transform your life. You have the power to change your future. You just have to decide to stop wasting time and start acting. The moment you make that choice, you'll be amazed at what you're capable of. You've been waiting for something to change. You've been waiting for a spark of motivation, for the right moment, for the ideal set of circumstances to come together. But here's the hard truth. The perfect moment will never come. You'll never feel 100% ready. And the longer you wait, the further you drift from the life you've always dreamed of. The life you want is right within your reach, but it won't come to you until you decide to take ownership of your time, until you decide to stop waiting for everything to align and instead start moving in the direction of your goals right now. Think about it. How many opportunities have you already missed by hesitating, by letting fear or uncertainty guide your decisions? How many moments have passed by wasted on procrastination, waiting for a sign that never comes? You don't need a sign. You already have everything you need to start moving forward today. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the willingness to act, to choose focus, to refuse to let distractions steal your time any longer. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about making a commitment to the small actions that will build over time. It's about waking up every day with a clear purpose. And even when the world tries to pull you in 100 different directions, choosing to focus on the things that matter most. The small decisions you make every single day are what add up to the big results you want. And if you keep putting off those small actions, you're only postponing your success. You've already proven that you have the ability to make it happen. You've survived everything life has thrown at you so far, and you're still here. You've already shown resilience, determination, and strength. Now it's time to channel that power into your focus, into the choices that move you closer to your dreams. No more waiting. No more letting life pass by while you watch from the sidelines. The time to act is now. And once you make that decision, once you commit to focusing on yourself and your goals, you'll see the change happen before your eyes. The distractions aren't going away. Life will keep demanding your attention. But you can choose how you respond. You can choose to stop giving your time away to things that don't serve your future. And in doing so, you'll start to reclaim your power. You'll start to see how much you're capable of. You'll realize that the key to your success has always been in your hands. You just had to stop wasting time and start using it wisely. It won't always be easy. Some days it will feel like the world is against you. Some days it will feel like progress is slow, like your efforts aren't paying off. But that's when you have to dig deep. That's when you remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, is a step toward the future you want. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you're laying the foundation for your success. The only way to fail is to stop. As long as you keep moving, no matter how slowly, you will succeed. The clock is ticking. Each moment that passes is a moment you can never get back. But here's the empowering truth. You have the ability to make every moment count. You can choose today to stop wasting time, to focus on what truly matters, and to move toward your goals with purpose and determination. Don't let another day slip by. You've waited long enough. Now is the time to act. Stop letting distractions steal your time. Start taking control of your future. The life you want is out there waiting for you to claim it. Take that first step today. The future is yours. The truth is, the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take that first step. Time keeps slipping through your fingers, and before you know it, you'll find yourself looking back, wondering where it all went. But you can break this cycle. You can stop watching life pass by and start taking action, no matter how small. You can take back control over your time, your decisions, and your future. It all begins with the simple yet powerful act of choosing today. Choosing to stop wasting time. Choosing to say no to the distractions that pull you away from what really matters. Choosing to take action in the face of fear, doubt, and uncertainty. You already know that feeling of regret, the nagging thought in the back of your mind telling you that you could have done more, been more, if only you hadn't let time slip away. But regret doesn't serve you. It won't change the past. It can